The light you carry unsettles something dark inside the narcissist. They will never admit it. They will never show it in obvious ways, but they feel it. Your clarity, energy, purpose, all of that shakes something demonic within them. They do not try to learn from it. They do not try to grow. They try to extinguish your light. But no matter what they do, they fail. And when they fail, they attack in the slimiest, most petty and spiritually disgusting ways. Their spirit cannot stand the thought of you becoming who you are meant to be. So it uses the narcissist as its puppet to stop you. But what they do not know is that you've already seen through them. And in this episode, I will show you exactly what they do when their spirit is terrified of yours. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. The topic for this episode is proof a narcissist demonic spirit is terrified of you. Before I get started, something really important for you. I'm doing a free workshop on thriving after narcissistic abuse on June 5th, which happens to be my birthday. I launched it just 2 days ago and 2,000 plus seats have already been taken. Book your spot right now before we close the booking. The link is in the description or click the I button above. The first proof, they mock and put down your spirituality. When a narcissist mocks your spirituality, what they're really doing is attacking the connection that threatens to set you free. They know, consciously or not, that your spiritual awakening makes you harder to manipulate, because the moment you align with something higher, they lose power over you. They don't mock it because it's funny. They mock it because it terrifies them. They do not understand peace. They do not understand sacred devotion. And they certainly do not understand what it means to walk with God. But they do understand for sure that all of that is a combined threat. So they try to contaminate it, twist and defile it. They want your connection to the divine to feel shameful, laughable, or even dangerous. That's the enemy. Because once you believe that lie, you will dim your light just to stay safe. I've lived this. When I became spiritual, my father, the main narcissist in my life, unleashed a level of wrath I had never seen before. It was like something inside him was at war with me, like my prayers were daggers to his comfort. He didn't just disagree, he attacked me like I was hurting him. He destroyed my prayer beads as if they were cursed objects. He burned my books as if they were threats. He would scream at me without provocation, monitor my online life obsessively, and scan my phone for anything remotely spiritual. If he found something, he would explode. He would mock me in front of others, belittle my beliefs, and laugh at me like I was some delusional fool. He made it his mission to humiliate me, especially when others were watching. Like my faith was some sort of punchline. Eventually, I was forced to hide that side of me, to shrink, stay silent, and pretend I was not evolving. Because every time I expressed even a glimpse of my inner growth, he reacted like I was committing a crime. That is what their spirit wants. It does not want you connected. It does not want you empowered either. It does not want you free. Because if you were, you would walk away. And they know it very clearly. Proof number 2, they attempt to distract you with lust, guilt, or chaos. The demonic spirit inside a narcissist does not openly fight you because they're cowards and they know they cannot win against you. The demonic spirit fights by scattering your energy. You need to understand the plan. The moment it senses you are stepping into clarity, it throws noise at your mind and pressure on your nervous system. It whispers temptations disguised as connections. It surfaces old wounds and wraps them in guilt. It resurrects chaos from nowhere. You will notice arguments erupt over nothing. You will feel sudden cravings over distractions you thought you had outgrown, or worse, people from your past suddenly reappear with emotional bait. That is not coincidence. It is interference. That spirit is terrified of your focus because your focus is sacred. It wants you split, agitated, and distracted from your path. And lust, guilt, and chaos are its favorite weapons because they do not look evil on the surface, do they? They feel familiar, almost seductive. But make no mistake, they are sent to pull you out of alignment. The goal is always the same: stop you from becoming spiritually untouchable. Proof number 3, they avoid spiritual eye contact. Your gaze pierces too deep. There is a reason narcissists shift in discomfort when you lock eyes with them. It's not just psychological, it's spiritual. When your spirit is clean, connected, and anchored, your eyes carry a frequency they cannot hide from. Your gaze confronts their shadow. It exposes everything they have spent years burying under fake charm, fake wisdom, and fake power. They may act unaffected, but you will notice it. And let me know in the comments if you have noticed it. You will notice it in their blinking, the quick look away, the sarcastic smirk, or sometimes the overly intense stare that tries to re-establish dominance. But none of it holds, because your presence isn't about control, it's about clarity. And that clarity is suffocating to the narcissist. They cannot look you in the eye because they know you see them, not the version they show the world, but the entity behind the mask. And when someone sees them like that, game is over. Proof number 4, they make you doubt your discernment. The moment you start seeing through them, they launch a war on your inner compass, not your intellect, your spiritual discernment, that soft knowing you carry inside, the one that cannot be explained but is never wrong. It's more than intuition. They will chip away at it slowly. They will ask why you're always so suspicious. They will say you're being paranoid. They will tell you you are overreacting or imagining things, classic gaslighting. And when that does not work, they will weaponize your past against you. They want you to believe that your trauma is speaking, it's your baggage, it's your unresolved pain, not your intuition. Because the longer you doubt yourself, the more they can keep you in the fog. And the fog is where your clarity dies. That's why their spirit cannot tolerate your discernment. It knows the second you trust it, their influence over you breaks. And so they do everything in their power to dismantle it subtly, consistently, and spiritually. Proof number 5, they launch massive psychic attacks against you. Very important. And this is not a metaphor, it's real. Narcissists and the spirits that operate through them know how to attack you beyond the physical realm. You will feel it after a conversation. You will feel it after a text. You will feel it after standing next to them in a room where nothing was said, but everything was felt. They send their energy into your space like poison. Suddenly, you are dizzy, you're anxious, your heart races without cause, your thoughts spiral, you can't pray, you can't sleep, you feel heavy and foggy like something is sitting on your chest. That is a psychic attack. It does not come from anger, it comes from fear. Their spirit sees your light rising and lashes out with energetic hooks. They want you to feel watched, drained, confused, and afraid to shine again. It's why you must protect your energetic field, not just emotionally but spiritually. Because once you start healing and walking in truth, the attacks escalate. But so does your power to repel them. Proof number 6, they project their demonic traits onto you. This is one of the cruelest tactics they use. When their demonic traits begin to show, rage, jealousy, manipulation, they flip the script. Suddenly you're the jealous one, you're the manipulator, you're the perpetrator, you're the abuser, you're the problem, you're the narcissist. They take that darkness and smear it onto your name. It is a spiritual reflex, because once your light starts exposing their darkness, they must shift the narrative somehow. If they can convince others, or even you, in that case, that you are the corrupted one, they regain control. And control is everything to them. My father used to do this constantly. He would accuse me of arrogance all the time when I was silent. He would say, I thought I was better than everyone else, when all I wanted was peace. Every time I tried to rise spiritually, he painted me as fake, dangerous, or mentally unstable. It was projection, nothing more. But it worked for a while, I must tell you. I internalized the guilt. I questioned myself. I wondered if I was truly the one causing harm. That is what they want, to make you carry the weight of their darkness. Because the more you carry, the less you shine. Proof number 7, they start spiritual name dropping to fake superiority. Once they realize you are spiritually grounded, they try to match you but not through genuine connection, do they? They do it through mimicry. They start quoting scriptures. They casually mention spiritual gurus or teachers. They use religious language, talk about energy, or call themselves healers or super empaths. But you can feel the dissonance and difference. Their words do not match their energy. Their spirit does not carry what their mouth is trying to claim. And deep down, they know that you know. This is their attempt to neutralize your spiritual authority by pretending they have got the same thing. But they don't. They wear spirituality like a costume, hoping it will give them the same access you have earned through inner work and truth. But spiritual power cannot be faked, can it? And when someone who is possessed by ego and darkness tries to play divine, it collapses on itself. That's why they will get louder. It is desperation disguised as enlightenment, because they do not want your connection. They want your power. And when they realize they cannot take it, they turn against it. All in all, the narcissist will never say it out loud, but their spirit knows exactly who you are. It senses the power you carry, the light you walk in, and the truth you stand on. That's why the attacks get worse when you start healing. That's why they mock your spirituality, distort your words, and try to turn others against you. It's not about you personally, so you must not take it personally. It's about what your presence activates in them. You remind their spirit of everything it can never become, and instead of humbling themselves, they try to destroy what they cannot control. But what they do not realize is that every attack only confirms how terrified they are of the light you were born to live in. So my dear survivor, embrace it, and you can do so by attending my free workshop on June 5th. It will happen in 3 chapters. I'm so excited for it. Come join me. Click the link in the description or the I button above. Register yourself. I will see you there and in the next episode. Until then, always let the healing begin and continue.